represented and the veteran.
Yeah, one of the young guys on our team is Navy reservist.
Oh, very good, man. Very good. And
Navy or Coast Guard?
No, he's Navy, right?
He's Navy? Okay.
Thanks for your service. Very grateful for you.
Thank you, Martin.
Hey, we want to welcome everyone to Real Talk with Care. Our guest this week is Martin Pettigrew with Monarch Roofing, and my co-host is Stephen McCabe. Mac, how's it going, sir?
Good. How you doing, Eric?
Life is good, man. I'm excited for this conversation.
Absolutely. I'm excited because Martin is actually from my neck of the woods, South Carolina. So I think this is going to be a great conversation. I've worked with this company in the past.
So, Martin, take a minute and just introduce yourself to the audience. Tell us how you got into roofing.
Well, first of all, Mac and Eric, thank you very much for having me on this show. You know, I think the most of my GAF, I think you guys have done so much for us to grow, and the partnership is very amazing. We're very proud to wear your logos and be a master lead contractor. And I just got a question for you before we start. I thought, Eric, you said this interview was going to be in French.
Yes, but I was mostly just BSing.
That's how you got in the ear. Very good.
A hook to get you on the show, man.
It worked. I'm here. I'm not going back now. So yeah, very good. Yeah, the way how we started, you know, it's I make a short story of it, but in 2007, when we started when the economy was a little bit crashing, you know, the industry was probably not the best to get in, but I was working 2 jobs. I was working at the golf course as assistant pro, and I was working at night to park cars. I was working all the time. I could barely make means. You know, I could barely pay rent, and I was parking cars, trucks, very nice vehicle, Hummers for guys that were about my age, 25 to 30. And I couldn't believe, I said, you know, Eric, what the heck? You know, that doesn't make any sense. How are these guys doing so well? They can go out 2-3 nights a week while I can't even pay my bills, you know? So I found out a little bit more about what they were doing. They were contractors. So they were, you know, doing concrete, siding, a little bit things into the construction environment. But it really struck me because I'm like, how can they be successful? Because again, I don't really know about construction at that point, but I know that contractors work really hard. They sun up to sun down every day. They constantly work. How can they really provide homeowners with great service, or other contractor with good service, if they don't put in the time, you know? So I felt like there was a little bit of opportunity in that moment that got me intrigued really in this industry.
Nice. You know, Martin, you mentioned that you got in during 2007, and obviously that was a very challenging time. What do you think you learned from that that's helped you, you know, now in current day with the 2020 crisis that we've been going through?
Well, it's you know, it was tough, you know, and again, for all the roofing contractors or any contractors, anybody that starts a business, they all went through hard times for sure. You know, nobody has a silver spoon in any startup. It's hard work. But the gift, I think it was a gift that the economy was crashing because there was no work, you know. So any little opportunity we had, it was we said like it's a crack in the door. As soon as I could see a little opportunity created, we were just slamming the doors wide open because we took nothing for granted. And that gave me a reflex until this day to keep going hard and not feel like a victim never, you know, because it's easy to fall back and say, well, the economy is not good, or COVID, right? COVID it's been very hard for everybody, but COVID is also, you got to see the other side, right? It's a great opportunity, a great challenge. If we can solve this problem, then you'll do well. What we've been doing to go and crush COVID is we've been hiring. You know, there's a lot of people right now that are looking for work, right? It's a disaster for many people out there, but with Zoom, we're able to set up interviews. We interview 50, 60 people a week so we can hire the best talent and from different industries again. So we said our industry is becoming sexy right now, so we can get good quality employees.
Just to follow up to those first 2 questions, Martin, when you're interviewing people, if there's somebody that's kind of on the fence about becoming a roofing salesman or a roofing installer, do you ever share that story about kind of when you were on the outside looking in, you viewed these guys with the Hummers and the F-250s as kind of like rock stars. Do you share that perspective?
Yeah, trying to, it's a very good concept. We got to see, I try not to hire based on the skills. And again, a lot of times it's almost hard to find people that come in that are perfect or coming from the industry. So we get attracted a lot of people from different areas in industry, but we hire for heart, right? So what they have inside of them. So that's the hardest thing to do in an interview, because you can fake, you can be energized, you can be excited about wanting to work somewhere. So it's always hard to find what people have in them. So by sharing those stories, we can see if they spark at to things that they're attracted to, like vehicles, trucks. I saw your big trucks. I'm attracted to your company. That's probably not somebody that we want to hire. I want to hire somebody that, hey, I see you guys are donating roofs for veterans. You're really helping the community. You do the right job. You're professional. Somebody that really appreciate more than money. It's not about money. Money it's coming, but you have to have a bigger picture. You got to want something bigger and help impacting anybody, your community in some ways.
Martin, I love that. And I love your approach to overcoming the challenge. So I know one of the things we're going to be talking about is the marketing today. And before we get to that approach I wanted to, as we continue this conversation with your interviewing and the challenges you've overcome, what would you say is the most proud accomplishment from a business perspective that you've achieved over these years?
That's a great question. I know becoming a President's Club 3 stars was a big accomplishment for us. I felt like there was the Mount Everest, because it takes years, right, to get to this point. So we're very honored for this. GAF gave us the opportunity to do this. There's a lot of great things. I feel like promoting others to better position and keep growing, it's probably my biggest achievement. And in order to do this, we kind of set a standard that's really high. We talk about helping every homeowners. We talk about 50 states, right? So to get to 50 states, it's almost impossible. I'm sure it's going to happen in the next couple of years, because the industry is growing so fast. The technology is making the country shrink really quickly. But we're very passionate about growing into to provide opportunities. I want to help people to become better so we can serve our customers better. We're obsessed with our customers. So if I see somebody that starts we have a Marine that started last year, came out straight out of the Marine Corps, never had a job before, started working with us. He started picking up trash on the job site, and we didn't go easy on him, but he started picking up trash, started installing, he became a superintendent, field manager, production manager. Now he's a salesman. So in 1 year, he's done all this. So he's proven everybody that it's possible to get through by leading. I'm big on leadership. If you're a leader, you're going to go in a company. It's not how good you can install the shingles. It's your leadership, the ability to say yes and solve problems. So that's what I mean. I feel like that's probably one of my biggest accomplishments: see people grow within the company.
That's a great story, man. So Martin, I've heard you talk about a culture of positivity. Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
Yeah, we say positivity equals possibilities. There's no nonsense at Monarch. Okay, if you're negative, you have a bad day, I get it, but go home. I don't need you to be negative with the company, with anybody else. As much as positivity is contagious, negativity is the same thing. But we believe, like if there's a challenge or, I don't know, you guys probably hear this sometimes. Somebody says, hey, can you help me out with this? Well, it's not my job. That's the worst thing you can do. If you want to grow in a company, you want to have an opportunity to grow, say yes. I know you're going to have to work later, probably. You're going to have to work maybe a Saturday, Sunday, whatever, longer hours. But if you say yes, that's your opportunity to help somebody. You can bring value to that person, bring value to the company. And that's how you can grow and learn more and learn what they're doing and learn to help others. And that's leadership. And leadership gets you everywhere. It gets you great in sales. It gets you advanced in the company, but also in sales. I'm not selling anything ever, man. I'm just helping homeowners to get what they deserve the best, but it's leading them to the decision that we know is the best for them. So we gotta stay positive for sure.
So a few weeks ago, I saw on LinkedIn that your team on Friday was wearing shirts to bring awareness to breast cancer. Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
Yeah, we're very passionate about this every year on in October, or for the Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Every Friday we wear pink T-shirts, and we're just trying to get some awareness. We bring food, lunch to hospitals. It's a little harder right now with COVID, but the nurses, doctors, they're doing phenomenal, sacrifice right now to help, fight this COVID. So whatever we can do to bring awareness. And the bigger picture of this, it's not so much what we're doing. Wish we could do a little bit more, but it's the awareness. So if we put a post and we're staying positive and we say, hey, listen, don't give up. You can do it. You can fight this cancer. Maybe we affect one person. And to me, that means everything. Maybe one person sees this and gets excited, says, you know what, somebody's with me. They might be lonely. They might not have much family around. But if it helps them go through this, it's definitely a mission accomplished. And the bigger picture for our company, our team is, we all know somebody that had cancer. It doesn't matter. We all know somebody with cancer. It's a disaster, right? But a little bit like successful people, a lot of times they're talking about they had a major failure in their life, right? They went through the rock bottom. They were broke. They had nothing left, and then they became, savages. They became really obsessed with something, and they became phenomenal, right? So I'm thinking, why wait to have something happen that's disastrous in your life to embrace life and love life and become better and be passionate to grow and to become something greater than you are? Why wait for disaster to happen? Why not start now? Let's do it. Make an impact in the world, help others, and see how you can change, in your own way, the world. So.
Yeah, Martin, I'm sure many will be able to relate to that. And I know one of the other things we talked about, and what's really near and dear to my heart and Eric's heart, is you do a military appreciation month. Can you kind of talk about that, please?
Yeah, yes, and it's starting now. It's a very similar concept. Military, we got we'll have T-shirts coming out every Friday. We wear it during the month of November, but we do a little bit more for that. We donate roof for the veterans. Every year, 2, 3, 4 roofs to veterans. And I got a little story if you want to hear it.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so the reason why we choose this, we're looking for a nonprofit to give back, and the veterans came. It was very easy to choose veterans. Okay, so the first one we did, the gentleman was Jack Marsden. He lives in Conway, in South Carolina, and then he had a lot of problems on his roof. He had roof leak. His car was broken down. His wife was sick. Like a total disaster financially. But one of the nicest guy you ever meet. Okay, so we made a check and says free roof for troops. We brought it to his home. We knocked on his door, me and Mike. And then when you open the door, we told him, hey, you're getting a free roof. Congratulations, you're a recipient of the free roof for veterans. And he looked at us, and I'll never forget, like his face was like a ghost. Like, nah, somebody else needs it more than I do. Like, wow, man, it got at me right here in the heart. At that point, we knew that veterans, he was a Vietnam vet. That was something that I know they were so humble. We talk about their different generation, and I saw it. So from that point on, we decided that we were going to give back to veterans. It's not because they need the roof; it's just to say thank you for what you've done for us to be, to be here today in the beautiful country, and just like you too, Mike and Eric. We're grateful for you for a sacrifice you've done for our country, man. That means a lot. It means a lot to me. And I'm not American, but I live. My wife makes fun of me all the time. She says I'm more American than most American, but I'm really grateful for that.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, and I appreciate companies like yourself that recognize the military. So, but not to change the subject, is I can't help but notice your logo, Martin. You got a crown in there. What does that crown mean?
All right. So when we started, I was looking for a name for the company, and I was at FedEx Kinko's, no office, right? So I'm just at FedEx, get internet, and Googling some names, and I was thinking contractors that we're going to be doing work for are probably, totally stereotyping, probably Americans, white, Italian. So I put in Google Translator the best, and Kingdom came up. And then it was in Italian. When you translate it, it said monarchy. So that was it. It took me 5 minutes. It was like, all right, that's it. Monarch Roofing, the best kings. So we're going to be the crowns. That's going to be your logo, Monarch Roofing. So that's where the actual crown came up. But there is also an acronym for it that we use. really for as a culture.
What does that acronym mean?
Okay, so the crown is the letters. Okay, so we're really big on you need something to always focus your team on. So the C is for consistency, O is for CR, sorry, real. O is for own it. W is for winners win. And my favorite, the last one, is no excuses. So no matter what happens, you cannot make an excuse. You cannot blame anybody. It's all on you. Be accountable for everything that's around you, your environment. You can control it and learn from it. But that's what it stands for. And we have it all our office. And even there's a song about it on YouTube. So it's what we believe in.
Is it who's singing the song on YouTube, Martin?
Man, it's great. It's a self-improvement gentleman. His name is Billy Alsbrooks. And he's got a powerful voice, man. He killed it. It's okay. Really amazing. It's a song with a little bit of motivation at the same time.
I thought maybe it was you singing it. I was gonna look it up.
Yeah, maybe in French. That's it. It's coming up. It's coming. I might be making an exception for you, Eric.
I would love to hear it. It'd be fantastic. That'll make my day, man. So I got one last question for you before we go to our word association game. Okay. So it's just a simple question. Back in 2007, when you were starting Monarch Roofing, did you think that you would be where you are today as far as being successful? And, is there anything in those 13 years that you accomplished that you're really proud of because you didn't think you would do that well?
That's a great question. I feel like the beginning, it's all the mindset, right? I'm not looking back very much, so I'm always looking forward. And the only thing I wanted, it's help homeowners get what they deserve. I'm telling you, Rick, I'm passionate. Like I lose sleep at night if I lose a job, not because homeowners we're not going to get money from it, is because they're not going to get what they deserve. We really believe we can provide the best service, best warranties, the best installation than anybody else around. And we're passionate, we're obsessed with our customers. So I'm going one at a time, so my only one, all I wanted is to sell, to help one homeowner. So now I'm looking back, we're selling thousand. I think we're at 10,000 something roofing project completed now. So it's pretty crazy, but I don't know. Like I feel like we're just getting started. We have a big quote in the office. It's just the beginning. I feel like it's just the start. There's so many opportunities. Like the victor mentality is so powerful. Let's create opportunities. And same thing with contractors. I'm not competing with anybody. I feel like we want to dominate. It's not like there's really good contractors out there, and I love it. I want to help everybody, but there's so many opportunities. If I lose a job to your company, Eric, I'm not going to be mad. I'm just going to say like, okay, well, hopefully it's not the only job. First of all, I'm bidding. If it's the only job I'm bidding, I'm in trouble because I need to change maybe my marketing plan. But we got to create opportunities. There's plenty of opportunities. This industry is growing. It's beautiful. It's awesome to be part of. In the professionalism, with the help of GAF, with all you guys are doing to help contractors become better, it's magical, man. Keep going what you're doing. I drank the Kool-Aid about 10 years ago, and it's working, man. You guys are a great influence for me and the entire company.
I just love that mentality, man, because I always tell people I'm never surprised that I win. I'd be surprised if I lost, right? And just having that mentality where you embrace it and you really believe it, your whole team will believe it. And I think that's probably one of the main things that has made you successful, Martin, is that you have just decided to be a winner and to put the work in to win, which I love. All right, we're going to play a game. It's a word association game, Martin. So I'm going to say a word and you tell us the first thing that pops into your mind. If the first thing that pops into your mind is in French, that's okay.
Can I swear in French too, or is that legal?
Half the audience won't understand it, so I think you'll be okay, man. All right, the first one's an easy one. It's a layup. Roofers.
So what I think about roofers?
Yeah, what's the first thing that pops into your head? And if you're watching this on Facebook Live, feel free to type in what you think when I say that word as well.
Hey, roofers, it's I feel like it describes what we do every day and what I am, and the opportunity. I really feel it's crazy because we all fell into roofing, right? Kind of nobody, I don't know many people that are born, I want to be a roofer, right? So we kind of fall into this. But at the same time, you know, I love your slogan. You said we protect what matters most. So having a business or helping doing roofing, we're kind of impacting homeowner one at a time. We play a major role in this industry, in this world, really. And again, it might be just one roof at a time. Maybe you do 15 roof a year or 4,000, doesn't matter, but you're impacting somebody to help them protect what matters most. I think it's magical. Let's do it right. And I think roofers are very important in their communities and in the world.
Wonderful. Okay, next word, success.
Success. We say like a success is a commitment of consistency. So every day, whatever you do, day by day, moment by moment, you got to win every second. It's a little bit of Mamba mentality to become better every day. But what happens with success, it's more important than anything else you're doing. It's very addictive, right? It's addictive. More you have success, it's confidence building. You want to do a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, and it's very fulfilling. You can pay somebody endless amounts of money. If they're not successful, if you cannot bring fulfillment in their life, then they're not going to be there long. But you got to bring success. It's a lot better to play on a team that wins. You guys play sport, right? If you have a losing team, doesn't matter how much fun you're having. You're not having that much fun. So you want to surround yourself with, with people that are successful, that want to win. Like you said, winners win. They want to win at all price. They all in to be successful.
I love that answer. Okay, I'm going to do one that's it's a homer question for me. Okay, solar.
Solar is it's a growing industry. I want to see more of it for sure. You know, it's a trick question because I feel like there's a little bit of things that we can do a lot better as educating the population. You know, I feel like there's a little bit of misunderstanding of it, and it's a shame because it's such a great thing to do for the environment, the planet, and also for homeowners. You know. But it's about a change. I think it might be a change in the industry. You know, I know GAF is working on a lot of different things with Decotech, which we installed a few systems like this that are really helping. And it's, we're not far away maybe from a revolution a little bit into the industry with solar system to be on all the roofs and taking more and more space on the roofs, even replacing shingle roofing system or any roofing system. So I think solar is going to be very impactful in the next few years. It's not going to take that long.
Nice. Okay, Martin, I'm up. Ready? So my word for you to start out with is golfing.
Golfing, not enough. Not enough. Yes, it's been. I miss golfing for sure. I'm ready for the Masters next week, and I'm still rooting for Tiger. I feel like no, I definitely Tiger is my favorite. I love that guy for what he does. Right, it doesn't matter if he's 10 stroke back, he's still playing hard all the way through the last hole, the last shot. Doesn't matter. He's always all in to the end. You know, it's a beautiful thing to see. But definitely, I miss golf a little bit. But again, whenever I start this construction, this business, I knew I had to make a choice. It was going to be. I love golfing. I play golf in college. My goal was to keep going in golf. To do competition. I love the competition side of it, but I had to make a decision. Either I go in to do more golf, which I was working 2 jobs, not practicing enough. I couldn't, the environment was awful for me to do anything. And these guys are so good anyways. But so I had to decide to put that aside. It became a hobby and then really focus my priority. My number one thing is Monarch Roofing. So put all my effort, but I definitely don't play enough but it's coming. It's coming. I keep hope.
Well, hopefully you'll have a break to do that coming up over the holidays. Next word for you is training.
Training is a key element of our focus this year. We said education all through 12 years. Maybe it took me a long time to realize this, but we hire a lot of people, a lot of talented people, and who trains them, right? Who trains them? So we always say, well, go, you're a new salesman, go train with the other salesmen. And they get a little bit out of it from me or from a management leadership. But finally this year, we understood that it's not enough. We have process, procedure. We worked on this last year. We maximize it. We have internet. It's all online. The classes are there. We hired 2 trainers now that are full-time 6 months ago, and all they do is train our sales team. So that makes a huge difference. It's changing our philosophy, our potential, and maximizing those guys that are coming in that get through the training, they're so much better and they're so much more confident, they're successful. But I would recommend that anybody, that's a great investment to do, is to hire somebody to do training, because I don't have time for it. And that's an excuse. I don't have time, but really, I got to keep pushing the company to grow so we can have more opportunities for everybody. So training, having trainers is critical.
Outstanding. Martin, my last one, and it kind of goes back with that training, is Mitos Fuentes.
Oh, I love Mitos. Mitos is the best. I poke at him all the time. He's not leaving GAF. No, he's awesome, man. What a gift this guy is for everybody. Again, if I can speak for all GF contractors, what he's done for us is amazing. Coming into our office, showing us how to install the roofing system, not according to what Martin believes, but what GF believes. And we're totally committed to GF. We install 99.9% of our roofing system or GF. So by having the training from GAF like Mitos, and this guy is above anybody else I've met. So it's a gift, man. It's really amazing for us, and recommend it for him. I don't know if he's going to come back down. I keep begging him to come down to do some training, but he's amazing.
We'll talk to him after this.
Perfect.
Well, Martin, I wanted to take this opportunity to thank you. It's been a real pleasure to have you on the show. Everybody in the audience, thank you for joining us live. And we look forward to seeing you. Remember, in 2 weeks, we'll be back again for Real Talk. And so we hope to see you then. Martin, it's been a pleasure.
Hey, thanks for having me. I appreciate it very much. Thanks for everything, guys.
Martin, before you go, what is the best way for our audience to get a hold of you?
The best way, probably, I would say that LinkedIn is probably the best way. I'm on LinkedIn quite a bit, message on LinkedIn. That's probably a good way to get a hold of me.
Perfect. Thank you for being on. We appreciate it.
All right. Thank you very much, guys. Have a great day.
You too.